Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatsoever time it is where you are right now. Today, I want us to talk about inflation and why you need to take it serious and focus more on investment. Don't work just because you want to pay a bill. Work because you want to buy as many assets as possible. Now, inflation is real and you might not actually understand how it works. But someone has told you about inflation, or you have heard the word inflation every now and then. Prices of goods and services keep increasing, life becomes so expensive, and your buying power keep reducing. The amount of money you get every month is not enough to take care of you or your family. Things are so expensive. And when you go to your employer and tell your employer you want them to, increase your pay because right now things are so expensive. Gas is expensive, petrol is expensive, groceries are expensive, house rent is expensive. You go to your employer, you tell your employer to increase your salary. Let me just say they increase your salary to $100, right? So if say you were earning $1,100, they're gonna be paying you $1,200. But in reality, inflation has made you to be spending $500 more, and they are paying you like $100 to help you to do what, and you find yourself going out there looking for a second job, looking for a third job, looking for a fourth job. You are burnout. Every day you come back home, you feel so sad, so unhappy because you have to work all this job to sustain you, your family. It's not easy. Like, trust me, it's not easy. That's why financial education is something that they don't teach in school. If say there would have been a course that educates people on how to respect money, how to understand money, then we wouldn't be having less financial issues in this world. Now, let me tell you who benefits when prices of goods and services increase. Let me use an example for the iPhone or the Samsung or the smartphone you are holding. Every now and then, a new phone is gonna pop out from nowhere, right? And before you realize, you are urging yourselves to go and get that phone. Right, you want to get the latest phone, the latest iPhone, to make yourself feel good. You have been working this money. You have to give yourself a treat. At least when you look at the phone, you are gonna be like, okay, now I have some. But you don't know that you're using your money to go and buy less valuable goods, goods that depreciate in value. But these goods that depreciate in value are designed in a way that they are going to sell as many as possible at a given period of time, because if they don't sell it at a given period of time, the value is going to be depreciate, and people out there are going to be looking for the next big thing. So they are playing with the mindset of people. Or let's use an example of housing. You want to get a home, you are looking for the most expensive home out there, that the mortgage is so expensive, and when they increase interest rates, you find yourself paying so much that maybe you're not able to, like sustain it anymore. The thing is, you didn't have that education to understand what you need to do to reduce your expenditure and make sure you are able to use your money to acquire assets that appreciate in value over a long period of time. So when you go out there and you buy something that the price has been increased, those who benefit are those who are the producers or those who own those products, right? The product owner are the ones who benefit from all the price increase, inflation, and the government also is benefiting a lot because the government is going to tax its citizens to pay high for those goods and services because the government wants to use that money to carry out their activities. That's why at times you see government are going to increase the taxes in different sectors because they want to raise money. And when they increase the taxes, on those companies are going to redirect those taxes to you who is the consumer. And if say you don't cut your expenditure, you don't have the education to know what you need to buy at a particular time, to buy exactly what you need at a particular time, you're going to be buying stuff that in the long run, you won't know it. Like you're going to be working every month to just settle a particular bill, to just do this. But if so you sit back and understand the game here, how it's being played, you're going to understand who is losing in this game. Those who are losing in this game are those who are consumers. particularly those who consume without any sense of direction. Now, how do you solve this problem? How do you solve this inflation problem? Because, guys, prices of goods and services are always going to be increasing, and those who are going to benefit are those who own those products. That's why you see stocks prices, shares of companies keep increasing because these companies need to make revenue, they need to make money and pay their shareholders. So they have to increase those prices so that they can meet up with the demand of their investors. They have to keep making their investors money. And if, say, governments give them high taxes, they are going to redirect those taxes to you and I. The only problem is that you and I don't have so much money like those billionaires, multi-billionaires, or those who have so much money. They don't feel all this stuff, because at times they live from borrow money, and they have a system that is able to borrow from the system and pay back minimum interest rate to the system. And they use this money to keep building their lifestyle. So you are there working your ass every day, every month, every year, just to go and pay bill. While someone is out there working their ass every day, every month, every week to buy an asset. If you love Apple so much, you love iPhone so much, why don't you own an Apple stock? If you love Samsung so much, why don't you own a Samsung stocks? Doesn't make any sense, right? Every year you are buying the latest Apple phone, but you cannot afford to pay $100 or $20 every month to buy an Apple stocks that is going to appreciate in value over a long period of time. Is this normal? Does it make sense to you? Of course not. It makes no sense to you, and it's not your problem. The problem is you are not exposed enough to an extent that you're going to understand all this. At times you are exposed, but you refuse to learn. You refuse to follow people who can help elevate your life. Look at your life just now, 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 and forget about the future. Of course, the Bible says we should focus on now, but doesn't mean that we shouldn't focus on the future. Because if say we are focusing on the future, which is the coming of the Lord, then we have to work in preparation for that future. So those of you who are not looking at the future, relaxing, saying that this is not for you, you are going to be working every day just to pay bills. Right? I'm not saying that you shouldn't pay work to pay your bills. No. What I'm saying is you work and pay bills and then buy assets, because these assets are going to be hedging against inflation, so that when prices of goods and services increases and the shares and stock prices increases in value, and at one point that money will increase to an extent that you can use it to take care of yourself. The dividends that you're going to be receiving monthly or yearly, it's going to be enough to take care of yourself and your family. Guys, it would take so long time, so much time for me to break your heads, put this knowledge. That's why I recommend you to follow my channel. Go below this video, there's a link to connect with me. Let's communicate, let's discuss. Let me put you through a system that will help you hedge against inflation, help you build wealth, so that when you are working to acquire the next you're going to be working also to acquire the next Apple stocks, or to keep increasing your stocks or shares out there. It's necessary, it's important that you do this on a monthly basis. So far as you receive salary every month, you need to dedicate something out to buy this asset. It's very important. Long term, you have to put yourself in a situation that you are going out there to work and you acquire asset more than you. So if say you want to go further with me to help you in this journey, as I mentioned, go below this video and connect with me. Having said that, guys, see you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share this video to someone else out there. Bye bye.